From the moment they met, a shared vision united them, a vision that transcended borders and cultures. Pope Francis, the Argentinian pontiff with a heart for the poor, has always been a champion for the marginalized and the downtrodden. And Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, the Filipino archbishop known for his humility and intellect, has been a beacon of hope and wisdom for many. They found common ground in their desire for a renewed church, one that is more inclusive and compassionate. Their bond, evident in their warm interactions and shared purpose, has become a driving force for change within Catholicism, inspiring many around the world. It is a partnership built on mutual respect and a deep understanding of the challenges facing the faithful in the 21st century, especially in the face of modern societal issues. This is a story of two men, both shaped by their experiences on the margins, who have come together to lead with empathy and vision. Pope Francis, hailing from the developing world, witnessed firsthand the struggles of the poor and the marginalized, shaping his mission and approach. Cardinal Tagle, with his roots in the Philippines, understood the aspirations of a growing Catholic community in Asia, bringing a unique perspective to the global church. Their paths converged on the global stage, where their shared vision for a more inclusive and compassionate church began to take shape, influencing countless lives. This is the story of a remarkable partnership that is reshaping the Catholic Church, bringing hope and renewal to its followers. At the heart of their vision lies a simple yet profound message, a return to the gospel values of humility, compassion, and justice. Pope Francis, with his simple lifestyle and focus on the poor, embodies this message daily. Cardinal Tagle echoes this emphasis, urging Catholics to embrace a church of the poor that prioritizes service and solidarity. These are not just abstract ideals, they are concrete actions that call for a radical shift in mindset. Humility requires the church to acknowledge its past failings and embrace a spirit of dialogue and listening. Compassion demands a response to the suffering of the marginalized, the forgotten, and the excluded. Justice requires the church to be a prophetic voice, challenging structures of inequality and advocating for the dignity of every human person. These principles, woven into the fabric of their leadership, are transforming the church from within. Pope Francis and Cardinal Tagle are leading by example. They are taking concrete steps to build a church that is truly a home for all, especially the most vulnerable. Their focus on the peripheries, both geographical and existential, challenges the church to move beyond its comfort zones and encounter Christ in the faces of those who are suffering. This means reaching out to migrants and refugees, offering them welcome and support. It means advocating for the rights of the poor and marginalized, challenging economic systems that perpetuate inequality. It means standing in solidarity with those who are persecuted for their faith or beliefs. This outreach is not merely about charity, it is about recognizing the inherent dignity of every human person and building a world where all can flourish. The Catholic Church, often perceived as rigid and unchanging, is experiencing a period of remarkable openness under their leadership. Pope Francis and Cardinal Tagle are encouraging dialogue and engagement with the modern world. They are fostering a culture of listening, recognizing that the Church can learn from those who hold different views or come from different backgrounds. This openness extends to internal church matters as well. Pope Francis's emphasis on synodality, a process of collaborative decision-making, is giving a greater voice to the laity and encouraging a more participatory church. Cardinal Tagle, known for his intellectual curiosity and openness to diverse perspectives, embodies this spirit of dialogue and engagement. This new era of openness is not about diluting the Church's teachings, but about encountering them anew in dialogue with the lived experiences of the faithful. Cardinal Tagle's journey within the Vatican is a testament to Pope Francis's trust in his vision. His appointment as prefect of the Congregation for the Evangelization of Peoples, a key Vatican department responsible for missionary work, placed him at the forefront of the Church's global outreach. This appointment was a clear signal of Pope Francis's desire to prioritize the global South, where Catholicism is experiencing significant growth. Cardinal Tagle's subsequent appointment as president of Caritas Internationalis, the church's global charitable organization, further solidified his role as a champion for the poor and marginalized. These appointments, handpicked by Pope Francis, reflect their shared commitment to building a more just and compassionate world. Cardinal Tagle, with his deep understanding of the challenges facing the developing world, is uniquely positioned to lead this global mission. A cardinal of the people, Tagle's charisma and connection. Cardinal Tagle possesses a rare gift, the ability to connect with people from all walks of life. His warmth, humility, and genuine care shine through in his interactions, whether he is celebrating Mass with thousands of faithful or engaging in quiet conversation with a single individual. He is a gifted communicator, able to convey complex theological concepts in a way that is both accessible and inspiring. His homilies are known for their depth, humor, and relevance to everyday life. His presence on social media, where he shares reflections and engages with followers, further amplifies his message of hope and compassion. Cardinal Tagle embodies the kind of pastor that Pope Francis envisions for the Church, one who is close to the people, who listens to their joys and sorrows, and who walks alongside them on their journey of faith. The Global South rising a new center of gravity for the Church. Under the leadership of Pope Francis and Cardinal Tagle, the Catholic Church is undergoing a significant geographical shift. This shift is not just a change in location, but a profound transformation in the heart and soul of the Church. The Global South, with its young and vibrant Catholic communities, is emerging as a new center of gravity for the Church. These regions are not only growing in numbers but also in spiritual fervor and cultural richness. This shift is not merely about numbers, it is about recognizing the vitality and dynamism of the faith in these regions. The energy and enthusiasm of these communities are breathing new life into the global Church. Pope Francis and Cardinal Tagle are actively listening to the voices of the Church in Africa, Asia, and Latin America, recognizing that these regions have much to offer the universal Church. They are engaging with local leaders and communities to understand their unique challenges and perspectives. They are encouraging a more decentralized Church, one that respects the diversity of cultures and expressions of faith while remaining united in its core beliefs. This approach fosters a sense of belonging and inclusivity among the faithful. This shift towards the Global South is reshaping the Church's priorities, leading to a greater focus on issues such as poverty, inequality, and the environment. By addressing these pressing concerns, the Church is becoming more relevant and responsive to the needs of its diverse congregation. Facing the future, confronting climate change and migration. Pope Francis and Cardinal Tagle are not shying away from the pressing issues of our time. They recognize that the Church has a moral obligation to address challenges such as climate change, migration, and the growing gap between rich and poor. Pope Francis's encyclical Laudato Si', a groundbreaking document on the environment, has positioned the Church as a leading voice in the fight against climate change. Cardinal Tagle, through his work with Caritas Internationalis, is on the front lines of responding to the humanitarian consequences of climate change and forced migration. They understand that these issues are interconnected and require a holistic response that addresses the root causes of injustice and environmental degradation. Their leadership is inspiring Catholics and people of goodwill around the world to take action for a more just and sustainable future. A legacy of hope. Francis and Tagle's enduring impact. The legacy of Pope Francis and Cardinal Tagle is still being written as they continue to influence the direction of the Catholic Church in profound ways. However, one thing is certain, their impact on the Catholic Church will be felt for generations to come, shaping the faith and lives of millions. They are leaving behind a church that is more humble, more compassionate, and more engaged with the world, reaching out to those on the margins. Their emphasis on dialogue, synodality, and the importance of the peripheries is shaping a church that is more inclusive and welcoming to all, regardless of background or belief. Their unwavering commitment to social justice and their prophetic voices on issues such as climate change and migration are inspiring Catholics to be agents of change in their own communities, advocating for a better world. The bond between Pope Francis and Cardinal Tagle, rooted in their shared vision for a renewed church, is a source of hope for Catholics around the world, demonstrating the power of unity and shared purpose. Their leadership is a testament to the power of humility, compassion, and a deep love for the Church and its mission. inspiring countless individuals to live out these values in their daily lives. Subscribe to our channel History Documentary Hub for latest videos about Cardinal Tagle and Catholicism in Asia.